Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn, Kenya. In the last episode, I kind of went over some of the issues that we currently have with the world tension, or we're having with the world tension at the time. And, just continued to work through, getting, stuff built and research done and all that sort of stuff as we continue to work here to build us up. But toward the end of the episode, we had a little bit of a surprise, and that surprise is that the United States has declared war on China. And that has given me the world tension that I need again to be able to declare wars. The problem being that I need my target to have generated world tension in order to be able to declare war on them. And there's no way in the game's mechanisms to get another nation to generate world tension. So, the only option I have for that is to use the console commands. So, I thought about it, and that is what I've decided to do. Is to use the console commands to add a little bit of world tension to my neighbors. Well, to a neighbor, to Uganda in particular, so that I can in fact justify a war goal on them. Done. Now, in the comments, they were asking about South Sudan and Somalia because they had had civil wars at the start of the game and wondered if there was still some tension kicking around. And no, we cannot justify a war goal against anybody else in the area here because all of their tension has burned off. So, nothing I can do there. Now, what would be nice... would be really nice is if there were ways for democracies to get aggressive without converting to another ideology. And I think that one of the things is that the intelligence agency offers a possibility for that. Because you basically have kind of like black ops operations that you can do. And one of the things might be to manufacture world tension or, create events in another country to manufacture world tension. Like, I could say we used to have the option here to stage a coup, right? Because that could be a thing we could do, is stage a coup, fire off a coup in the opposing nation, and then that would give us a justification because when a civil war breaks out, both sides get tension. But we don't have that option here. Right? Now, you could say do that through the intelligence agency to arm dissident factions of their government to, or something like that, or conduct false flag operations or something like that to create the tension that you would need to make that justification happen. But as far as I've been able to tell, there's no options for that. So I kind of have to work around it. So that is the decision that I've come to. Maybe there's a mod or something that that does it. I haven't had a chance to look into that, but for the moment, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll look in to see if there's a mod that I can throw in there. I just haven't had the time to do it just yet. Now, another question that came up in the comments, I'm going to be kind of addressing this a little bit at the beginning of this episode, was someone was asking for me to improve my GDP. I would love to improve my GDP. However, there are certain requirements in order to be able to improve your GDP. So, if we have fewer than 79 factories, which we do, we have fewer than 79 factories, all of our states need to have 0 empty building slots, which means we need to fill every single building slot in every single state that we own in order to be able to raise the GDP. Right? So we don't have that. Now, if we have more than 78 factories, we can have 1 empty slot in every state and still be able to raise the GDP per capita. But we need to build factories, and I am building factories. So we're working towards that, but it's going to take some time. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. Now, another question was, why in the world did the United States declare war on China? I think I found the answer to that question, because if you look at their focus tree, there is the Asian diplomacy tree here. And if we go down this route, right, we can they invite Japan to NATO, which has happened, right, I believe. Taiwan to NATO, Philippines to NATO. I don't think Vietnam. Did South Korea get invited to NATO? I think they did. I think they may have definitely invited Vietnam to NATO, but NATO didn't join, or Vietnam didn't join. So I don't remember seeing that event. But then there is the Strike China focus. So it gains a puppet war goal against China. So that is almost certainly what they're doing. They're attempting to puppet China. So we will see how that progresses. Now, it's going to take us a year to get our war goal. It's going to take... How long is it going to take? 9th of October of 2026. So it's going to take over a year. So I can send some volunteers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split you off. Give you a commander. Let's change your color. There we go. So we're going to send our armored division, because I can send 1 division as volunteers. And we're going to go ahead and send them to the United States. Send intervention force, 1 division, send it, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we can kind of help out a little bit. We'll see how it goes. The United States will allow an intervention force from our country to participate in their conflict. Our troops are on their way. Alright, we got another division in training. 8th of December is when it's going to finish. It looks like Uganda is starting to pull their forces toward the border, which makes sense because there's now a justification going on. So our division has arrived in the United States in Maryland. Hey, that's where I live. Alright. So there we are. Can I see where their plans are? I can, in fact, see where their plans are. So I want to head on over there to Guam. Or Saipan. Alright, so I gotta get myself to a naval base. Why don't drop me there? Go to Baltimore. Please? Thank you. Because there is a naval port in Baltimore. That I have gone past many times. All right. Can you head on over here? There we go. Okay. This will be a long trip by boat. Angela Merkel has been reelected. Alright, the tanks that we're using are the old MBT-70s. We got some AMX-13s in there. Okay. Some Stingers. Alright, what do we got? Should I start improving my armor? Let's grab the utility vehicles. Let's see if we can improve those. Let's see. Haytham bin Tariq al-Said condemns Iranian aggression. Recent events have seen Iran dramatically increase its involvement in the Middle East following a notable increase in regional instability. While Iran has maintained that its activities are defensive and not hostile in nature, Oman, among others, has viewed these activities with increasing concern, culminating today in a strongly worded rebuke of Iran's foreign policy from Haytham bin Tariq al-Said. This statement follows a notable decline in Omani-Iranian relations, with previously lukewarm relations deteriorating into open hostility. It remains to be seen how far this relationship will continue to deteriorate and what the consequences of it will be. Alright, so they are actually initiating their naval invasion. Okay. 13 divisions. And where are they invading? That's an interesting spot to choose to invade. Uniform improvements. What does this do again? It decreases our daily political power gain, increases our stability, and decreases our justify war goal time for 365 days. You know what? I'll take it. Because we are in the process of justifying a war goal. No, it was October, wasn't it? 9th of October. We'll see if that changes. Now that's going to catch... Oh, they're starting their invasion here. Where is our army? It's still on the way. Coming across the Pacific. Alright, our doctrine reevaluation is done. And we have 3 options. Network-centric warfare. Seeks to interlink all aspects of warfare with sophisticated computing networks to leverage informational superiority into full-spectrum dominance of warfare. Okay. Decentralized warfare. By decentralizing command structures and expanding informational warfare into all aspects of society, one can deny the enemy's situational awareness and gain local operational advantages. Division defense. Gives us guerrilla warfare. They'll be forced to disperse into smaller units and catch by surprise, blurring the line between combatants and civilian. We spread chaos and demoralize the enemy into admitting defeat. Alright, let's see. What are we going to get here? Unrestricted warfare, reconnaissance, initiative, planning speed, organization, org loss when moving, planning speed, recovery rates, organization, soft attack, breakthrough, tanks, soft attack. It looks like we get access to all of this as well. That appears to be a split. Requires network-centric warfare or decentralized warfare. Okay, so division defense, division attack. Militia organization. No, we're not doing that. I'm going to go with the division attack, network-centric warfare. We'll go ahead and do that. Alright, they landed and they are expanding very quickly. Well, they managed to seize a port. And they've linked up their fronts. Appears the Chinese were unprepared for that invasion. I don't know if our units are even going to get there before we're going to have our own war to fight. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Why are you going to stop in Honolulu? I mean, besides, you know, catching the sights. Alright, Army Group 3. Well, the Chinese have responded. They brought in some forces. 15 more divisions are preparing to launch another invasion. Another Syrian civil war. They managed to successfully invade there. They've launched this invasion here. They have managed to land there in Zhongshan, right across from Hong Kong. We continue to work on our encryption and decryption. That's a special forces unit. Nepal gains SCO membership. It looks like the US is winning fairly effectively in this invasion. Just judging by the, Alright, we're on our way. Yeah, just judging by the organizational meters here. So... Now... There actually is something that I want to start working on. The state. Alright, that's done. Military experiments for towed artillery. Self-propelled rocket. We'll go for that. How are we doing for construction? We built another civilian factory. I want to start building some aircraft. In fact, I'm going to switch up our ATGMs here, because we have a fairly large supply. And I want to start building some... Actually, close that out, because we're going to need to switch over to aircraft. Strike Eagles. Build some more Strike Eagles. Or build some Strike Eagles. We're going to need some tech metals. Let's go ahead and trade for that. Small arms, 1995. We'll continue working on small arms since we're getting such a good bonus off of it. Alright, so do I have a squadron? Multi-role fighters, attack helicopters. I need man pads. Okay. Let's switch off of here and... get those going. Oh, an agent was captured again. We must mount a rescue operation. That sounds like a plan. Rescue our captured operative. Alright, as soon as we have one of them. 1.1 per month. Alright, we've built one. Alright, so then I want to create a new squadron with some Strike Eagles. And then you guys are going to do... Oh, they can do strategic bombing? Well, they can do all types of bombing. Okay. But for now, I want them to do some air superiority and some close air support. I need to license a multi-role fighter. Let's see. Negotiate some licenses. Okay. That's air superiority. Patrol, transports, bombers, marine patrol, close air support. We should probably build some A-10s too, but, you know. Once we have some actual factories for that. These are all interceptors, air superiority, interceptors, close air support, bomber, multi-role, F4 Phantoms, F-16s, F-16Cs, F-35 Lightnings, then let me build F-35s. Light jets. And some UAVs. Now here's the thing. Production cost 84.25 or 24. Light metals 1, tech metals, petroleum. We got the petroleum, we got the light metals, we got tech metals, I think. 55.3. These are a lot easier to build, and they're probably better than anything that our neighbors are going to have. So you know what? I'm going to license them both. I'll probably just build the F-16s. For now. Oh, where's my, has my, unit arrived? My unit has, in fact, arrived. Let's see. Let's see if we can get them involved over here. Actually, can I go on the offensive here? Yeah, they are just constantly attacking, trying to drive the American forces back. Looks like they managed to wipe out those special forces. Alright, we got our utility vehicles. I should probably try to get some improved transport helicopters. Let's go ahead and do that. Backdoor access to Uganda has been achieved. Alright, good. Oh, and we have our prepared. Do it. Reveal intel, 30 days. Fully exploit backdoor access? Do it. Alright. Let's do our artillery experiments. Although it looks like the Americans are not pressing an offensive right now. They're just kind of holding their territory. are holding their ground here. Yeah, this plan hasn't been initiated yet. Well, I'll give him a plan. I'll keep an eye on that and see if any opportunity presents itself. No, it did not affect this. But it is increasing my stability, so I'll take it anyway. It's already April 2026. Rescue is in progress. Let's see, they have armor brigades, they have a infantry division, some infantry and some artillery, another infantry division, motorized infantry. Our mechanized infantry should be able to deal with them. Alright, so we have 4 of these F-15s. Ooh, there's another major incursion that's been made. There's a bunch more divisions that are getting ready. Hong Kong SAR captured. Alright, so Hong Kong's been captured. The Dalai Lama returns to Tibet. In exchange for promising to remain neutral in political affairs, the Chinese authorities have granted the Dalai Lama leave to return to Tibet and take up a religious role in the region for the first time in half a century. I'm kind of waiting for them to initiate their assault. You left some Chinese divisions in your, in the back door there. Alright, is there anything that I can actually do? Complete your orders. Artillery experiments. Done. Alright, we're going to do some Air Force reform. Continue to work down our encryption and decryption. Well, if I got some assistance here, we could probably break their line. Syria took one state. Hezbollah was annexed. Alright, there's our network-centric warfare. And that gets me... access to all this stuff here. Division speed. Go ahead and research. You're really nothing doing here until... oh, there we go. The U.S. has just initiated their offensive. Let's join in. Foreigners killed by jihadists in Yemen. Alright, let's continue our push. Take Hangzhou there. We're gonna need some assistance here. Alright, we got it. Excellent. Whoa. Did our armored division just get wiped out? I believe it did. Well, that's no good. The team had no trouble in getting into the country and deftly avoided the tail. Alright, so we were able to rescue our operative. Excellent. But now I gotta rebuild an armored division. That's unfortunate. Oh well, we're about ready to start our own war here as well. So we'll go ahead and train up an armored division. What do you need? You need some engineer tanks. I think that can be arranged. Go ahead and remove that. We'll throw in some engineer tanks. We'll get some of those built. That'll be trained by the 24th of January 2027. Alright, there's our new small arms. I'm going to keep on going with that. Alright, up to 9 F-15s. Oh, and we are at the end of the episode. We're actually a little long here. So, they look like their offensive is seeing some success. It's unfortunate that we lost our division there. But that's alright. It was good to get our troops... Get some of our troops in there and... Get some experience. Now, could I potentially make a variant? That's for air. Could I make a variant of the MBT-70s? Yes, I could. Well, I'll think about that for next episode, but for now, we'll go ahead and stop here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.